Back with Karen Scutt, and as we were saying off camera, I didn't want to mess that up.
Right,
Karen
yes,
Scutt.
Karen Scutt.
And you are the organizer of this great event, and everyone's having a great time. I just talked to the winemaker. She said the music is perfect, the food is great, the wine is flowing freely.
Yeah.
Tell us about the night. How's it going?
It's going very well, actually. The whole point of the night was to really come up with a very intimate experience where people who love wine and people who write about wine or, you know, buy wine, I guess.
Right.
We all drink wine.
Sure.
Could come and get some one-on-one attention with the bartender, the winemaker, the head director of marketing from Argento himself. So that it didn't feel like you were walking into a room and there was 150 people and you were waiting 20 minutes for a drink. It was supposed to be very easygoing, Argentinian cafe, fun, funky, great music, great food. Yeah. And that was kind of how we pulled it together. That's how, you know, we came up with the idea, and I think that's how it executed.
Yeah, it's going fantastic. When you, when you have an event that you need to run, what's the first thing you think of when, you know, you have an event that's going on? What's the number one thing that you make sure so people are going to have a good time?
For me, it's always give people something to do.
Oh, okay.
So I have been to, like many of you have probably been to, countless events where there is food and there is wine, and that is great. I don't want to knock that at all. We live in a very fortunate country with their, you know, ability to get access to that. But you go to an event, you stand around, you don't know what to do. So we thought, how fun would it be to have, you know, an interactive graffiti guy, for example. So it's a paint by numbers. We got this guy, he's got this Argentinian flair to them, and he lets everyone outside paint with them. So that you're not just like, I've got my wine, now what do I do?
Yeah, no, I was saying back there, it's going fantastic. I'll roll in some shots actually that I took earlier.
Yeah, so it's really cool. People are having a lot of fun with it. You know, we thought, what else could we do to really enhance the idea of the winemakers here? Why don't we do a private, intimate tasting corner? So Sylvia, who came from Argento, is talking to people 5-10 minutes at a time and just taking them through the tasting notes in depth.
I love the tasting corner over here.
Yeah, the tasting corner. It's, you know, very, so you could be naked behind it. You never know, right? It's very elusive.
Okay. So it's that kind of party. Perfect.
But, you know, we branded a barrel, very simple, a wine barrel, and just made it, people feel like they had some attention. So again, if they're, you know, they've had enough food, they've had enough wine, and they just want to talk and learn, then it's a great way for them to get away from, you know, the busy noise and learn a little bit more.
Sure. Last question. You know, a lot of people that are on my page and stuff, they do their own events. They have people over, they're doing wine tastings at their houses, whatever. Number one tip you can give them, like, what's the biggest mistake people make if they're planning an event and if they go short shrift on something, it's going to hurt?
Probably food.
Yeah.
Bad food.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, alcohol. Most people are very accommodating to especially if it's, you know, free samples.
Right.
But I think food will make or break a lot of things. You know, hear that about weddings and all the time, events, parties at home. And I think you just need your staff and people running it to be looking like they're having a good time. No one's too stuffy, no one's too uptight. The bartender's cool, everyone who's working it's having a good time, taking photos, drawing with the graffiti artists. We're not all planning and being OCD about it. Because when you come off too anxious and OCD, everyone can feel that, and that isn't fun.
Nice. Give us a plug, website, where can people find you?
They can find my company at www.embr, E-M-B-R. I dropped the E to make it hipster, the second E, more hipster. EmbrEvents.com.
Nice.
But if you want to follow Esquinas or Argento on Twitter, they're running a lot of different cool things all the time too.
Lovely. It's a great event. She takes great care of her clients, and we'll talk to you soon, okay, Karen?
Cheers.
Cheers.